I made this children's story about 2 or 3 weeks ago because I didn't know, and how would I know whether there'll be children here this morning? So it's called Simpson's Folly. But I had to phone a very good friend of mine that was a specialist in Afrikaans, and I said to him, Louis, what is folly in Afrikaans? And he said, nee, dis dwaasheid. Okay, dankie. Want my Afrikaans is nie van die beste nie. So in elk geval, it's Simpson's dwaasheid, and it's a ware story. And Captain Simpson, that sailed the 7 seas for his whole life, decided he wanted to retire in my hometown. It's a totally true story, and this has happened at about 1860, 1850. And he decided he wanted to build himself a very big house. But he was very clever, so he built it out of reinforced concrete, massive house. As you can see, the painting which is in my hometown in the museum. But when I was a kid, I was about 8 years of age, and I had a bicycle, and I made myself a fishing rod. Ek het 'n visstok gemaak en 'n katrol, en ek het aas uitgespuit uit die modder langs die see. Dit was daai worms, en ek kan vis vang. En dit was nie ver nie, want ek kan kyk uit my slaapkamer se venster en ek kan sien die see. So ek ry op my fiets en ek gaan verby hierdie hotel, wat was genoemd the Haven Hotel, where Marconi made his first wireless transmissions, and there was a harbour there. That's the second biggest harbour in the world, Poole Harbour, and that's the entrance to the harbour. And I'd take my bicycle all the way around there, but then I had to walk after then, because in those days it was rough. There was reinforced concrete to stop the Germans from coming up on the beach, but these days it's a very, very beautiful place, and the most expensive houses in the world are there, 130 million rand for a house, and I used to walk up there, right up there, but now it's all beautiful now. It wasn't so beautiful when I was a kid. But then I had a problem, because I had to, there wasn't just nice beach in those days. There was a lot of rocks and a lot of concrete, as you can see. And that's a bit of the story that I've got to tell you. If I can use this machine. You see, what happened was Captain Simpson thought he was very clever, so he built himself a strong house, very, very strong concrete. And he built it on the beach. But what happened was, I think you can guess the story. It's a bit of an ugly house there, but the painting that I showed you was a bit nicer. But you see, there was a problem, because he thought if he builds his house so strong, so strong, so strong, that it can't break, he doesn't need to build a foundation. And this story, that's why it's called Simpson's Folly, because it's a very well-known story in my hometown. It's all swept away now, the beautiful beaches are there. But in those days, when that photograph was taken, you see what happened? He was in the house for 4 days. 4 days, and that's what happened. And it crumbled, and it fell. So my message on this children's story is very, very simple. What does it tell you? It says, build your house on the right foundation. And that applies to your life. Because if you think I'm so strong as what? My house is built on concrete. I've got loads of money. I've got huge businesses. I'm so loaded, I can never go bust. But where's my foundation? What happens when the angel of death taps me on the shoulder and says, it's time to go, George? What happens then? Where's my foundation then? So my message is, build your foundation on Christ. That is the hymn tune that I'm thinking about. Christ is made the sure foundation. If we can use that as a compass for our life, then we won't go far wrong, and we won't make a mistake like Captain Simpson did. That was my children's story. Thank you.